Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of Star Trek Designing the Final Frontier, How Mid-Century Modernism Shaped Our View of the Future. Well, I'm not certain it shaped everyone's view, because how many people really watch Star Trek? I mean, I know I watched it, but I don't think everyone did. However, you got the people there, Dan Chavkin and Brian McGuire, and obviously a forward there as well. And also, there's the book company. And the book's got 160, 170 odd pages, just come out fairly recently. Obviously you can see it's nice quality hardback, you can see it there. And let's just quickly go through the book. And I love Star Trek, and I love sort of mid-century modernism as well. I love all those sort of designs. I think, wow, wouldn't it be great to... Well, we had quite a few those sort of places in Maidstone, sort of real superb sort of 1960s modernism. I love those. Sadly, they all get knocked down recently. Anyway, here's the contents, and I love also all the chairs and all the clothes, the fashions and things. It's just a fascinating book. I love this sort of thing. I've got quite a few books on this sort of style, but obviously not Star Trek, but books on Star Trek and books of furniture and fashions, etc. Just great. And to combine them, wow, even better. So you've got a lovely little forward there, and then you've got the introduction. So you can see the sort of style it's talking about, so you can see the design there. And you've got sort of catalogues, vintage catalogues as well. I love those vintage catalogues. Sadly, quite a lot of them, of course, you can't really get access to in the UK. I would love to get all those books, but they're not probably in the British Library or anything like that. Probably if I have to go over to the States to actually look at them. But you've got all various catalogues there. Would be wonderful. I could spend hours looking through those. I've got a few American catalogues, and I love looking through those ones. 1960s, 1970s, that sort of period. And they're just fascinating. And then you've got obviously all the designs there. And some of these, they've got actually quite a few from the technical manual. And I did have a copy of that. Sadly, I haven't got a copy of that now. I wish I kept that because it was a really lovely book. You've got here like the Burke chair. And also got, of course, I love these sort of things when they show you can see all the cables and things. Sort of ruins it a bit. But I guess they would still have cables in it. There's no reason why there wouldn't be cables in the future. Of course, it was all done wirelessly or something. Some technique would have been used. But wire's just as good as anything. And you've of course got lots of other examples. And there's a lot of chairs here. And it goes through season 1, season 2, season 3. This is just purely that period, the 1960s, not the Next Generation, etc., Voyager and things. That's a weird one. And look at that lovely there. You've got, obviously they show the design there as well, which is great. Circa 1951. You've got ceramic planter for just brilliant. All obviously the pottery there, and also this one, Conscience of the King, more catalogues and designs. Lovely, the clothes as well, absolutely beautiful. And I love this one as well. I remember, actually, I think there's virtually every episode of Star Trek that period are still my favourites. It's about very few series I can sit and watch again, probably just dip into at any point and watch an episode of Star Trek 1960s. I can still do that. I can still put them on. They come on repeated, and I will sit and watch it for an hour and thoroughly enjoy it, even though I've not seen it probably stacks of times. Don't think any other series really captured in Doctor Who and things like that. Not really. This is just brilliant. They're just brilliant series. Stories. I love that one as well. Lounge chair there. Location sheet. I mean, look at that. What an amazing building that was. That was just TRW. Just glorious. And they've got lots of other examples of buildings as well. Just lots and lots of information. Tons obviously of details about all the various, owners of, etc. It's got all about the remastered versions, etc. Because of course things always get tweaked and changed and varied, which is always a pity. But anyway, that's the way things are. And it goes through lots and lots of different episodes. It obviously doesn't have a vast amount on every single episode, because you probably could have a whole book about all the design elements, even in one episode. So that would be quite a big book. Probably a bit of a series, wouldn't it? About 78 odd books for the whole lot. But still, Trouble with the Tribbles, just brilliant. Simon Earth, superb. And I love all the fashions there. And you've got all the designs there and the brand. I love the Royal Touch, another sort of catalogue sort of thing there. An advert there. And you've got loads of sort of design there. Set decorations, props, of course, the Nazi one there. Mix Mike. Oh, I love that technical book. That was just superb. I wonder if they had copies around still of that. Probably not. I don't know. I haven't checked. All the fashions as well. Just love those fashions. Of course, the fashions are great. Now, of course, there's a new series of Star Trek coming up with. That's just going to be brilliant. Oh, who knows? I don't know. I assume that's going to come at some point. So you've got other designs there. This is just beautiful. Just what a glorious book. And they've got some things in here. I think, wow, when you look through these, you think, why aren't some of these things now? Maybe they are, I don't know. Maybe you can get them in the States. But certainly here, I haven't seen these sort of things. But I just love some of these. Look at those. We had those sort of designs on the wall. I remember having those sort of things. And they were just great. I always thought they were brilliant. And it's just lovely seeing them in here. And also, of course, some sort of descriptions behind the scenes about them. Because sometimes I think, oh, that's beautiful. But I never realised who created it and all that sort of thing. So it's also more pictures there. This is just beautiful. If you're a Star Trek fan, and you're also into this sort of period, this book is going to be a must-have. I think it's just absolutely great. Lots of adverts as well. Nothing better than, of course, a load of great the chairs of tomorrow. Now, I'd love to have that chair now, I must admit. Not because it's a collector's item or whatever. I'm certain they are all collector's items. And that's the pity. It would be nice if people were just designing them now as well, because I think just they were great. And I love some of these, like the tapestries and things. And some of these ones as well. I remember those. Just great, the glassware you could get. Well, I was just looking for something, of course, can't find it as always when you do these things. Oh, these sort of, oh, they're just great. The whole book is just superb. Thoroughly recommending. It's obviously got lots of things of Pierre Paulin, Joe Colombo, and so on and so on. Got lots of detail there on the back as well. This book is brilliant. I'm really pleased I got this one. So I just love this. Just great. Everything in one single book. What more can you ask for? Superb. Star Trek, Designing the Final Frontier. I wonder if they'll bring out a next generation one. I suspect somehow there wouldn't be the same sort of design elements in it. That I wonder if they'll use it, of course, in the new one when they go back to that sort of 60s sort of design. Be nice. Anyway, brilliant.